your kind of inspiration for your products then, would you say?
I think for my brand, Low has always come from a very personal place. So I've always wanted it to be something that was basically an extension of myself. Not to be like too narcissistic, but I think it comes from that. So I'm from UK. I was born in the UK, but obviously like my blood is not. And Lows kind of encapsulate this feeling of like, I love my heritage. I love everything about Southeast Asian culture and Asian culture. But at the same time, there's that side of me, which is very Western. So it's kind of about the diaspora in a way of like just being from everywhere and nowhere at the same time. A lot of the products in the beginning were about that line where like Western culture and Asian culture coincides, and then you get like those kind of puns and things which are similar but different, sort of thing. But now it's become a lot more about my platform for just experimenting with like a twist on Asian culture. Yeah.
Interesting. So is there a favorite product that you've made?
I think maybe one of my favorites is my snake harness. So I want to see. Very big box. So this is my snake harness. It's not actually being sold in Brand Academy, but it's like a laser cut leather piece. And then you kind of wear it like this. So it's like you have a snake on your body.
Yeah.
It's the most expensive piece that I've made because it takes a really long time to laser cut. It's like hours and hours for the thing to emboss every single line. But I really like that one because it took a lot of development. Initially, I was laser cutting every single scale from acrylic plastic, and it just wasn't working. And then I had to like reiterate. And then that's what led me to using leather, because obviously leather is very flexible, but you can still laser cut it. Yeah. So it's a nice in-between of like sheet material, but still fabric that, you know, flexes with your body. That one would be my favorite. But at the moment, I think my personal favorite right now is this. Also, I haven't released anywhere yet, but it's like the Chinatown gate.
Yeah.
For your plants.
Oh, cool.
But I really like that one. Thanks. I like it because it's very of Asian Western culture. Because Chinatown itself, the architecture of Chinatown, it's not real. Like, it's okay. But it was the Asian American entrepreneur businessmen in Chicago that invented this architecture so that they could protect their area, from like racism and violence and stuff. So I just really love that story.
Yeah, that works really well. And you obviously love plants as well, so it represents you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So how do you make your products then? You said you use laser cutting. Like, do you have your own machine then that you use?
Oh my god, I fucking wish. Like, I wish.
Are they expensive then? Are they?
So expensive, and they're huge as well. Like, you need a big house or like a big studio apartment. It's literally the size of a desk. Wow. That is the size of a laser cutter. So unless you've got that kind of space and money, not gonna happen. Most of the stuff I make by hand at home. But then the stuff that doesn't need to get laser cut, I'm so lucky that I have a very, very helpful friend of mine who I met at CSM. Shout out to also Adam. So he has the access to the laser cutter and he helps me with everything, and he makes very nice furniture as well.
Oh, you must have made a lot of good contacts then at CSM.
Yeah, thank God.
Must be very useful, yeah. So what do you think is like the hardest thing about your process?
Time.
Yeah.
100% time, because everything I make for Low is in my own time. It's not like a full-time job. My full-time job is with Kurt Geiger or like other freelance stuff that I might have going at whatever time. So Low, it always comes after that. And then I have to make time. Like, as soon as work finishes, that is time that I start making products or like start designing stuff or making the file for whatever it is that I want to release next online or like with you guys in Brand Academy or whatever. Like, so, but I do think that if you want to do your own thing, you need to make time. Like, no one's busy. That's not a thing. You got to make time for what you really want to do.
Yeah, definitely.